Hey guys, welcome back. We are on the road. Ken Patterson, Mike Buddy, all sorts of people here at the Spring Creek Show in Deshler, Nebraska. It's a very intimate show, but there's actually quite a few manufacturers here and celebrities such as Ken Patterson and Mike Buddy. And they've been getting stopped and recognized and signing autographs and whatnot. But we're going to cover this show one last time. I think we owe it to Dave and Deb to get this show out there to you guys. As most of you know, this will probably be the last time I cover the show because I plan on moving east next year. And so this show is every other year. With that said, we're going to look at both the layouts and the manufacturers. So let's get started here at the Spring Creek Show here in Deshler, Nebraska. So here's the front door. This is what you're going to walk into for the show area. And this is all just folks enjoying lunch. Not a lot of town, no restaurants in town. So the lunch is served here by a local group, and it makes it easy for everybody to enjoy lunch and then go back to the show. In the show, there are several different vendors and layouts. Here at the right, we've got a Soundtracks booth. There's George.
Howdy. Yeah, so that's watching the rotation.
And then we've got Harry Haythorne's U-Piece demo over here showing several different cars.
We got James over here talking us up too.
Bob always records the stuff I do, so it's my chance to record the stuff he's recording. But he does Reed Jackson, Howard Fogg, Fox River.
That car used to be known as Sherman Hill.
2066, which you guys have seen before.
They changed the name.
There's Michelle Kempenma. She's Colorado Railroad Museum in Greeley, Colorado. And here's the first layout. There's a viewer of mine that wants to show you guys this layout, so I'm going to have him on camera later. Scale Trains booth. They got another run of the big blow turbines, Dash 9s are flowing, and then they've got a bunch of hoppers, and the carbon black cars are coming back. Smaller layout here with a UP Big Boy, I think it is, or Challenger. That's Challenger 3985, an Athearn one there. A little industrial switching going on. Towards the back, small N-scale layout.
That's the true test. If you're from Michigan, you drink it without coffee.
Exactly. He's around here somewhere.
I'll give you information about that. We'll swing around here. We've got all lighted industry areas over here. NCE is their controllers. This is Colorado Railroad Museum, folks.
How you doing?
Good. So they're in Greeley, Colorado. Not too far from Denver, and also not too far from Longmont, where Intermountain is. And this is also Ken Patterson's booth, but he's running around. You see his What's Neat's box cars in the back corner, and they're for sale on valuetrains.com along with my box cars. Sorry. You got Mr. Gary Bender and Rapido. Rapido's showing off.
No, we're not.
You
never show off.
You never show off. You guys are showboaters.
No.
They're showing off the new passenger car coaches. This is the ski train. And if you know anything about Rapido, you instantly think of underbody detail. And there it is. Well, there's a little shadow I'm casting, so I put on about 20 pounds, but there's the very unique truck configuration on the ski train. It looks like they're missing, but they're not. That's the way the thing is with those traction motors or whatever it is right there on the ends.
Outside disc brakes.
Oh, disc brakes, yeah, sorry. And then diaphragms.
Working marker lights.
My camera doesn't like this, it won't focus. Keeps focusing on Jordan.
Uh-oh. I'll stand over here.
Yeah, show your lunch off.
But on the other end, you see that little diaphragm gate there? That type of detail on the Rapido is standard lighted ends. You know the Strawn guy, he just does everything detailed. And then he has all his cronies over here doing the work.
Cronies?
You guys roughed me up earlier. They were like, you better show it on the video. You better come to our booth or else.
Yep.
You know Canadians, they're violent people. And then they've got Northern Pacific 10,000 series boxcars that just released again. And of course, the Royal Hudson, which I reviewed very quickly. And they kind of show the interior detail as well of these cars, passenger cars over here, and their display. Cylindrical hoppers also on display.
Full interiors on the diners.
Yeah, so got the kitchen galley and the seating. Oh, and the cutlery.
Plates.
Plates are even molded in there. In the glass partitions.
Yep.
Where's the toilet? No, I'm just kidding. Not on that car.
Not quite. It's got the full kitchen though.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. The whole kitchen
Everything
galley.
including the kitchen sink. So.
Yep, kitchen sink included. I don't know what's going on with the reflection here. The light's right behind me, so sorry about that, guys.
That's
but
okay.
pretty good detail. Really top of the line detail of these cars. KD couplers and all that jazz. So here's kind of a lineup of some of the stuff coming. They're going to be murdering some wallets as well, especially with their Amtrak stuff, Horizon commuter coaches and all that that's coming out. You got the RDC, which is popular. They've re-released a few times and made some variation changes. These are the Canadian ones, eh? All right, we are away from the light a little better now, and we're at Intermountain. You can see the 2-bay hoppers, which are coming out in scale. And then they've had a release of the GP10 and GP16s, but there's a new release down the road, along with another Tier 4 release. And they just ran out of their 3-bay hoppers like that S. Claire back there.
The Modelers Club email.
And then you got the 2-bay hoppers.
Sign up. And
And they have pre-production samples of the 3-bay hoppers there. Those are the late covered hoppers. So there's a delivery coming from Intermountain of the in-scale 2-bay hoppers that we'll have a review on. On to Atherin's booth. If you've been following my channel, you've seen the SD90 Mac announcement. So they got that. GP7 and 9s are out here. GP38-2 with LEDs was announced in December. 4014 is coming back out again with some excursion changes, lighting upgrades. And George Bush 4141's coming back, along with 9096, which ran with George Bush. They've announced the Powered by People loco, and for the first time you can see the George Bush 4141 box. That's the commemorative box you'll get when you order the new run of the George Bush 4141. And you can see the Spirit of the UP box. You know, they started doing these upgraded boxes, which are really cool. They also got SD40-2s, which we've talked about before. There's been a review coming out of those soon, if it hasn't gone online already, depending on timing. Here we have proto throttle. This throttle is similar to a cab control, so Michelle is going to be demonstrating.
Yeah, well, I can
He's
help.
teaching me how to use
Yeah,
this.
well, you got your spring-loaded horn,
Oh, nice.
and then
Okay.
you got a bell that's latch on, latch off.
Are
like
we in
the,
a yard?
Like the prototype, you know,
Okay.
they pull it and they push it.
Okay.
So you can turn that up. And then the throttle is got all 8
All those
notches,
notches.
and they're all detented. So,
Okay.
you know, they click in place, as well as the reverser. You know, that's neutral.
Okay.
This is forward, this is reverse.
Okay.
So we want to go forward. And then this is your brake, and it acts like the independent brake on a
Okay.
locomotive. And then the independent lights. So notch up to 3 or 4 to get the engine moving. Just go up to 3 or 4 and we'll get some speed. And then when it gets past the switch, then just throw it into idle, like right now.
Okay.
And then you can use your brake here. And you can apply the brake and you can knock it off and it'll go at the slower speed and you can reapply it. So
That's fun.
that's how you operate it. Yeah.
That's really
So
fun.
now you can just go the other direction. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now you're an engineer.
So that's kind of the rundown of proto throttle. I've been meaning to get over to Iowa Interstate guy for the review over in Council Bluffs, but have not.
Joe Atkinson.
Joe Atkinson. Yeah, drawing a blank. But yeah, that's a kind of a rundown of proto throttle and how it works.
I like the braking. That's really fun.
Yeah, the braking, I think it's really great for switching layouts, and then anybody that wants to do something that's, you know, prototypical, makes it different and fun. So
Now, James, I can add to that if you want me to. Like, what you can do for road freights is, depending on your decoder, whether it's a Tsunami or a Loc Sound, for example, or TCS, you can compress your speed curve so that, like, let's say your maximum speed is 25 scale miles per hour, which is a pretty good clip on a model railroad, and you can compress it so when you get to notch 4 on the proto throttle, it'll max out the speed. So let's say you have a road freight going down the line at that speed. Anything from notch 5 to 8 just plays the prime mover sound up and down. So when you encounter a grade, you can notch up as if the train is working hard, but the speed won't go up. So the proto throttle works for road freights if it's set up in that manner to make it really realistic. So
okay, thanks.
yeah.
I'm gonna let Michelle have some fun. Come back in about 6 hours, she'll still be over here.
Probably.
All right, thanks, Scott.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Oh, for more information on that, what's your guys' website?
It's iascaled.com.
Okay, IA is in Iowa, scaled.com. So same company, Proto, what would you say, Proto?
Iowa Scaled Engineering.
Or Iowa Scaled Engineering has all these different grain bin kits in scale and HO. And culverts, which are new, right? They just, so you can get all these different culverts, weather them up, plug them in. Tons of different diameters. And there's the website, since I didn't really talk about it that clearly. But yeah, galvanized steel culverts, and then they've got black and gray.
The HDPE plastic
HDPE.
pipes.
Okay. Yep. So, and there's pricing. Very, very affordable. Yeah, and the grain bins. Pretty neat as well. So this layout is Guadalupe Valley and Santa Fe Railroad. David from Texas oversees this monstrosity of a modular layout. Lots of industry and a lot of detail, like the Santa Fe yard here, this car shop, and the overall they've got transfer tables down here. They've got a locomotive open with the prime mover showing for maintenance on this dual car shop. Yeah. And here's one of my fans. He's operating the layout. So Chip's Ice House down there. Lots of cool features and industry and town areas on the layout. So Santa Fe passenger terminal here. Lots of maintenance away equipment in the back, and a little town area. You got some Rock Island. Now these are Herpa wind turbines. I have one of these in my basement. And they're the most accurate wind turbines. That's a new Scale Trains loco, I believe. Milwaukee Road consist. But those turbines are really cool. Wish I would have grabbed more than one of them back when I still could find them. So we follow the train around here to this side, and got a grain elevator and a bunch of different industry all around this massive modular layout. So there's livestock yards. And a little fuel area. And some oil rigs here. Another station. Got some cows. And we got a nice bridge with an aircraft here. Kind of taking a dive under the bridge. Cutting it close. And then some forestry area with some deer hidden off in there. So cool bunch of visuals you can look at on this layout. So here's the last room of the show. It's not the store anyway. Got a couple layouts in here. This is a little, I think, in scale. Layout. Cool little town scene here with a bunch of lighting.
Okay. It's not quite wide enough.
And
because an 18-inch loop will fall off the shelf.
little switching area there. And it goes back to staging.
Okay.
A couple vendors, Scenery Solutions. Let me get their website in the view here. Okay, so it's scenerymadeeasy.com, it looks like. And they got they carry a bunch of different stuff for all your scenery needs. And then dimensional modeling concepts over here. So they've got a bunch of cool 3D printed stuff. And
I don't have a double bunk. Now, the tractor company I used to drive.
Spring Creek sells a lot of their products. Or you got a website up there in the corner. 3D printed modelers. They do a lot of cool cranes and stuff. Like this is a intermodal crane.
Correct.
Late 70s. So pretty detailed stuff. Got some power poles. And they're doing a signal bridge. Me and Ken Patterson are switching cars as we drive over to Spring Creek here. I'm in his gigantic Ford Excursion or something. What is this, Expedition?
This is an Expedition, yeah. They quit making the Excursion.
not playing around. He's going around this guy. He's backing in. Okay. Look at him. He's a natural. Cool. So our last stop for the Spring Creek Model Train show is Spring Creek Model Trains, which is the store here, as we've shown before, with lots of stock. So I'll give you guys just a quick rundown of some of the changes. They added another display case, and these things always sell trains because everything looks great, and it makes you want stuff. One thing I was looking at, I had already had. So still got their wall of containers. It's stocked pretty well right now. And then locomotives galore. Another large display case here. Like Athearn Steam, there's a ton of it lined up over here. And some hard to find stuff. They had 2 Broadway Limited 3985s over on another shelf. And they've still got some of the C&O J3s that Broadway Limited came out with. And some older stock as well. So we can't cover it all. I wish I could for you guys, but there's just too much. We could do about an hour-and-a-half video. So I'm gonna just kind of peek down each aisle and show you just the insane amount of stock. So there's Mike Buddy and Michelle Kempema shopping.
Yes, we are.
So plot twist, Michelle spent more than Mike already.
It might happen.
Yeah. And another aisle here. And there's the Rapido guys shopping.
As always.
Yep. Never know who you'll see in here. Yeah.
Westbound Interstate 80, take
So that's Jordan Smith. Not just Rapido guy, but Jordan Smith. Got an N-scale selection. I don't know if we've been here since they added this section over here. There's a lot of track and scenery and backdrops and track with road bed like Cato Unitrack. So JTT scenery products, rail joiners, and they just got their shipping section over here where they ship and receive stuff. So that is a quick overview of Spring Creek Model Trains, which is the big attraction for this show as well. If you ever have a desire to get more information about it, you can go to my original video on Spring Creek. Still engines on this side too, lots of locomotives. Here's those Broadway Limited Challenger 3985s that sold out quickly. There's still a couple left. Really cool O-scale stuff too. Have not went and dived into O-scale as much. Train sets as well, so pretty impressive overall. That is going to wrap it up from here at Deshler, Nebraska. We will see you guys next time right here on my channel. Take care.